I'm Susan.
And I'm Amanda.
And I'm Danny.
Ooh.
Today we are talking mortgage rates, and we have special guest Amanda Drebsky with City National Bank. I'm Danny with the Cioffi Group at Remax Realty Unlimited, alongside our team leader Susan Cioffi. So let's jump right into it. Amanda, can you start by telling us what you're seeing in the market right now with interest rates and prices?
Of course. I mean, as far as interest rates go, we've come a long way since a year ago. Within the last 2 months, we've actually seen them significantly drop as the feds have promised. Come September, they said that they would actually lower them as much as 3/4. And today, the national average is sitting at 6.43, which is pretty good, coming down from 7.5 about a year ago, or even 2 months ago when we were still in the low sevens. As far as home prices go, supply has definitely outpaced demand, but I think that is definitely going to change. In Florida, notoriously, just being one of the most popular destinations, the prices don't really fluctuate as much as people wish and want. So right now is a good time to buy because a lot of the sellers need to sell. And with the rates coming down, affordability is at an all-time high. So just all starts with the conversation and getting pre-approved.
Okay, Amanda, we've heard interest rates have dropped recently. What does that mean for the average home buyer now?
Wow. So I would say about 2 months ago, the rates, it was no secret. They were kind of in the sevens. Buyers got cold feet. But today they're sitting around 6.5. So let's think about that. If the rate was 7.5, let's say you were buying a house for $450,000 with 20% down. Make sense? If the rate was 7.5, the principal and interest, your actual mortgage payment would be closer to $2,500. So today, just 2 months later, you're looking at 6.5. Even that 1% drop puts the payment closer to $2,200. So you're saving about $200 to $250 a month. What that does for you is not only increases the affordability, but also your buying power. Now you don't have to settle for a house for $450. Maybe you can go up to the 500s, or that payment that once sounded so scary is less and kind of you feel more comfortable and it's in your budget.
So, Amanda, with the rates dropping now, do you think it's an opportune time for people to lock in their interest rates? Why or why not?
You know what? In my humble opinion, I do actually believe that now is a good time to lock in an interest rate. There's a saying out there and it says, date the rate, marry the house. And why I really do preach that is because by locking in a rate today, people always tell me when I take an application, should I lock in the rate? I always say, yes, if you're comfortable with the monthly payment, right? So if you lock in and if you wait, let's say you don't and you think, oh, rates are definitely going to drop and they don't. Well, now you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. So I say, hey, here's the monthly payment. You should definitely consider locking in today. We'll watch rates, see what happened. Most lenders offer a float down, which is awesome. If the rates significantly improve throughout your process, you'd be eligible to float down the rate to the current market if it improves by at least a quarter. So by locking in, you're just securing the payment that fits your current budget today. And if you bought a house today, and let's say the rate was 6.5, you know what the payment is and you're comfortable, but you're like, oh, what if they're 4.5 in the future? You can't think like that because now you're buying that house for 6.5 at a certain price today. Everyone looks back and says, I should have bought 2 years ago. So what are you going to say in 2 years from now? You should buy the house, date the rate, marry the house, because in 2 years from now, that house is going to be worth a bit more than what you paid. So I'd rather get the house at a good price where there's less competition with a rate that might be a little bit higher today. And what if rates go up? What if there's so much uncertainty? So I would just say lock in today for peace of mind.
Great answer.
So would you say the people that were dating the rate 2 years ago probably be a good time to refinance now? Getting back to that expression.
Yeah, right. There's been a significant influx of refi applications, and how to know when the time to refinance is. If you're at 7.5 today, the rate should be about 1.125 better. The eighth will outweigh the cost of refinance because there is a small cost to do so. So talk to your current lender, talk to me, and I'd be happy to run some scenarios. Good point.
Thank you.
Home prices. How does this create buying opportunities for buyers?
Of course. So like I had said, supply does exceed demand, and there are more homes sitting on the market, and it's so unfortunate because they are beautiful homes. Home prices don't just fall out of the sky. They come from recent sales in the neighborhood, the future growth as well. So in this market, when you see a house and it's priced at its price point, work with your realtor to go through what the home's value actually is and create an offer based on that. But again, sellers need to sell. So what can you do? You can negotiate concessions to help out with some closing costs. Dip in home prices. Sellers are willing to work with the buyers on more things. This can include just the home price in general or some assistance with closing costs. So if the rates keep falling and the home prices stay stable, way more competition and you won't have the same opportunities today.
What might happen to home prices in inventory if more buyers start entering again?
As rates fall, more buyers are going to enter the market, and hello competition. This is going to seriously drive prices up, and you could say hello to bidding wars again.
So get in.
So buyers should take advantage right now because less competition with the homes. And
yeah, those waiting for rates to drop, they actually say that if rates drop by 1%, 5 million more buyers are going to flood into the market, and that's why I say hello bidding wars again.
Yep.
You don't want to get into a bidding war. Trust me. Okay, Amanda, for those who are on the fence about buying, what would you say to them about the importance of timing in today's market?
You know what? Whether it's a good time to buy a house today actually depends on your current financial situation. There's one way to find out. You got to talk to a lender. You might be more ready to buy a house today than you think. And of course, with the lower interest rates, and right now, for some reason, being less competition, might be a great time to strike. Think about it. With home prices are going to continue to potentially rise. So if you wait, you are going to risk paying more in the future.
Absolutely. Okay, Amanda, do you have any closing thoughts?
It all starts with getting pre-approved, which is actually a very simple process. Most people are intimidated by the word, but at the end of the day, it is just a simple application. Once it comes in, same day, I review it and see what you are pre-approved for. Might be more than you think. And at the same time, not all lenders are the same. We have different programs, rates, service, and those are the many factors that'll drive you to choose the right lender. We don't all work off the same rate sheet, and we don't all have the same connections. And I specialize with first-time home buyers because I understand, I've been in their shoes, so those are the people I want to help the most. People think you need 20% down to buy a house. There are programs out there for as little as 3% down, no mortgage insurance. Maybe you know all that, you have all that, but you're concerned about closing costs. There's closing cost assistance. That's why I say, talk to a lender, know your options, and I'm happy to help.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda, for sharing your insights. We appreciate you. If you're ready to take advantage of lower rates and more home choices, connect with Amanda for mortgage advice and our team to find your perfect home. We'll put Amanda's contact info as well as ours in the caption below. Let's make your home ownership dreams a reality today.
Woo!